three-time champ Swin Cash joins us. Good morning, Swin.
And that three-time champ is correct. I'm not correcting you at all, Jenna, but that is just one fraction of the championships Swin Cash has won in her life. How many NCAA? Two. Gold medals? Two.
So we've had a number of guests on this show. I haven't seen these two as excited as they have been.
Oh, this is Swin's first appearance on the show, and she's one of the all-time greats in the sport. One of the all-time greats.
I'm happy to be here with you.
And we don't have enough women in sports to be able to give them the platform. So we have Kustok.
Yep.
She's a regular on the show. And now Swin, we hope to make her a regular on the show. That's what it's about. We have the platform to be able to share it with quality people. We like her work. Man, she should.
Welcome
she deserves
to First Things First.
Yes, she knows more about basketball than this fool.
All right, we will get to the Warriors in a second.
I could have got them fools in L.A. to cast her. It could have been Cash and Chris.
Cash and Chris.
We could have auditioned you. Like, we could have had you on the marquee.
Can we talk about Joel Embiid real quick? We're doing highlights, Chris Carter.
Joel Embiid. Things are happening in the game.
Jenna, what happened? He missed the floater, but what did he not do?
Did not miss that.
There you go, Jenna Wolf. What else we got going on?
Lakers Bulls. LeBron, nice reverse slam off the bounce pass. Good to see LeBron up and moving again.
I can't think of Swin a 75-foot bounce pass alley-oop. Well, and technically, that's what that was.
Well, he hasn't had many of those this year, so I know he was happy to get out in transition without a defender near him.
I think the Lakers, I don't think they're dead yet, see? They just got to win 13 in a row. They're right back in this
thing. It's over, Nick.
Right,
I thought you quit smoking.
Fast break here. Catches the alley-oop off the backboard, and wait, and a little shimmy.
The dunk's great. The shimmy is not. Not his best dance move. Telling you, man,
like the move.
He's got to leave the shimmy to Steph. Antoine invented it, friend of the show. Steph perfected it. LeBron doesn't need to do the shimmy. It's not.
I was just surprised, though, because he's got such good rhythm and everything, and he is a dancer.
And that one just didn't work.
All right, moving on. Big game tonight between the Warriors and the Rockets. Golden State will be without Kevin Durant in this one. He continues to nurse that sprained ankle. It's one of those games where you want to come out, you want to make a statement. Steph Curry said, I hear you. He called it a statement game. Swin, you buying tonight as a statement game for the Warriors without KD in there?
I actually am. I'm buying it as a statement game, and I'll tell you why. Because when you don't have KD in the lineup, you're coming off a loss like you had against the Phoenix Suns. It can be a statement. Teams right now see a chink in the armor a little bit with the Warriors. They've had bad losses at home. They have went 2-5 since the All-Star break. So you have to think about a team to send a statement out. Sometimes you do it without being at full strength.
Oh, I like that. I think the possibility is there. And also, let's not forget the championship. Because I think this Golden State Warriors, they're looking forward to KD being gone because they got a lot more credit. And they did win a championship without KD. I believe in the head-to-head. The last 2 years, Nick, you've been on top of this.
Rockets are 8-5.
Only team in the NBA with a winning record. Yep. And when you have a team that has that type of record against you and you're a little short-handed, I'm from the same school of thought as you. With Steph and them being out there, Clay and them, if they get hot and go off in this game, it would be tremendous momentum. Forget the head-to-head, but just where the team is right now. They're in a rut, and they could use a lift or a boost of confidence.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and I wanted to correct myself. They were 5-4 since the All-Star break, but they were 23% from the three against the Phoenix Suns. One of the reasons why they lost. So without KD, they'll have an opportunity for Clay and Steph to get hot, be able to shoot, and be able to show their offense is clicking on all cylinders.
And they haven't won back-to-back games since February 12th.
Right.
And so obviously this wouldn't be a back-to-back win, but you got to win the first one in order to get that going. Now, here, you said earlier, Jenna, I'm a gambler. So I wouldn't, to use a gambling term, to me this is a house money game. And by that, I mean, if you win, everything you guys are saying is true. If you win, we did it without KD, a team that's been the only team with a winning record against us over the last 2 years. We beat them. We weren't at full strength. But if you lose, you have a built-in excuse. You have a built-in, the Rockets are at full strength. They're the hottest team in basketball. They've won 9 in a row. It's on their court. We are without our best or second best player. So that, to me, it would be a better chance for a statement game if they were at full strength.
The problem with that, Nick, is most elite athletes don't feel that way. They're not looking for the excuse. They're expecting this to be able to go the other way. So they're not going to be like, oh, you know something, guys? It's okay to lose. Man, they're the world champions, and for a reason. They got the 2-time MVP. Clay is a special, special player. They got 2 other All-Stars. Like, the elite athletes, they just don't think that way. And they know that the Houston Rockets are coming at their head. So I believe that Golden State, in this environment tonight, that they're going to try to meet that intensity. Now, does it work out? No, it might not work out, but I definitely know that Steph in that roster, they're not going into this saying, you know something, we're a little shorthanded, and if we don't play well, oh, you know something, we were shorthanded. We got an excuse.
Well, guys, you have to keep this in mind. They have been talking about how they have to start revving it up, getting ready for the playoffs. We've heard it from Kerr. We've heard it from Clay. We've heard it from Steph. Now, the thing for me is when you look at this Golden State team, people are talking about, are they bored? Listen, we play sports. You can't get bored at any time. But what I can say is this. I lost a Game 5 championship, 20,000 at the Palace in Detroit. And that whole season I kept saying, guys, we can't go off and on. We got to be ready. We got to be ready. But you can come out, you can shoot poorly and not be able to defend and lose a basketball game. People keep talking about, oh, can anybody?
Flip the switch.
Yeah, you can flip the switch or people can't beat them in 7 games. If you get bad chemistry, if you get guys not shooting well, anybody can be beat. I'm not saying that the Warriors can be. I still have them winning a championship, but there are possibilities. And when you lose to a Philadelphia team at home, when you lose to a Boston that bad at home, those are teams that are in the top echelon that are supposed to be meeting you in the finals.
Nick, we've had more and more people come on here and say, well, I'm still picking the Warriors, but I'm starting to worry. But, boy, you know, they lose a game to the Suns after beating the Nuggets.
Because they all saw how bad I looked when I think I was the last person to pick against them. It was 2 years ago. Cavs in 5. I think it was the last public person to say the Warriors aren't going to win a championship, and I looked like an idiot. So
it's
everyone
true.
So
a lot of buts with this team, especially this late into the season.
Because here's the thing. They went into the year having, in the last 2 years since they added Kevin Durant, they were only pressed once, the series against Houston. They had won 7 of their 8 series in 5 games or fewer. And seemingly they got better because they added an all-NBA caliber center. And that's what I want to talk to you about, because seemingly they got better, but Boogie Cousins has not been an improvement for them. He has made their offense worse, which is surprising to me. He has made their defense worse, which we probably should have anticipated to a degree. At full strength or not, I wonder if Boogie Cousins is playable in a series against the Houston Rockets with how often they run pick and roll and how often they want to isolate you. He might be playable in a series against the Denver Nuggets. Nikola Jokic can't guard anybody. So Boogie's going to struggle on the defensive end, but Jokic got nothing for Boogie on the other end. Capella can guard Boogie, so he's not going to punish you offensively. And on the defensive end, aren't they just going to put him in the torture chamber again and again and again, Houston against him?
Well, you look at this whole acquisition now of Bogut and bringing him back. Now, he has won a championship with the Golden State Warriors. He understands the system. So he's a guy that can come in with that starting unit. But when you're going against the Houston Rockets, if it's a late game situation, I see Steve Kerr going small ball. I see him going back to Iguodala. I see him pushing the 5 over to Draymond Green. But guys, keep this in mind. I don't think Boogie is bad for them offensively. Boogie is a big that can shoot from the outside, can pass. We're starting to see his offense come around. Where they struggle is the defensive end.
Yes.
That's the problem they have. You mentioned it, the pick and roll. He has not been stellar in the pick and roll. I've seen more straight line drives to the basket, the Golden State Warriors, than I have seen in the last 3 years. It's amazing to me. But they have to think about this. Boogie is a guy. He's playing for a contract next year. So if he's not playing at the end of games, does that disturb your locker room?
And the organization, they made a promise to him because he took less. That's the only way he could fit into their roster, by taking that contract and less. And there was plenty of discussions. Boogie knew, I'm going there to try to reinvent my image, try to be a champion, and try to get me a max deal. Tell me who's the person in the organization that has that conversation with Boogie Cousins and say, you're not going to be playing in those important minutes. That, to me, that person does not exist unless you're going to have Draymond do it.
I was going to say Steph.
Because what I got going forward is more important, and what you agreed to.
Right.
I came here with an agreement, and that agreement is we're going to bring me back slowly, but I'm going to be integrated back onto this team, and I'm going to be playing critical minutes. So those promises and those minutes, they promised him. And that's why Boogie Cousins is going to be out there, and that's why it's on the board that they can be beat, because of the lack of defense that we've seen, the worst of the last 5 years of a Warriors team.
All right, Swin.